Hello everyone, in this video we are going to make a drawer and you will learn a new concept which is called parenting. It's a very powerful concept for Blender, and without being said, let's get into this. First, let's change this top level thickness to make it more accurate. Let's change it to 3 cm and then we're gonna move it on the z-axis minus 3 cm. Before we start modeling the drawer, let's move these objects into one collection. Press A to select all. Press the hotkey M to move to collection. A new collection, I will call it a frame. Now for more organization, I am going to move the camera into this collection. Press the hotkey M, move to the collection, and the same for the light M, move to the collection, and then I will going to move this frame collection into this collection. Now for more details about the collection and organization in the outliner, check the link in the description. Will take you to a video I make it earlier. Now let's start modeling the drawer. First thing, select Shift D for duplicate. Now let's change the dimension. On the Z axis the thickness will be 0.3 and on the Y axis will be the same. On the X axis I'm gonna remove 2 cm from the front, minus 2. And there we go, G to move. And let's get this one. Here we go. Now let's start from the right and left walls. Shift D for duplicate. Let's change the height to 10 on the Z. The thickness on the Y will be 2. And on the Z axis will be the same. G to move and this one. Shift D for duplicate for the right one. And let's form the back and the front. Shift D for duplicate. Z will be the same. The length will be 50 minus the two thicknesses, minus 4, and on the x-axis will be 2 thick. Now let's move this to G to move, and there we go. Shift D for duplicate, and there. Now let's form the cover. Shift D for duplicate. Let's change the dimension. The height will be 20, the length will be 50, on the x-axis will be the same. G to move, and we have an overlap here. To fix this, let's change the height, minus 2, G to move, and there we go. Now let's move the drawer object into another collection. Select M to move, new collection, and let's go DR, and there we go. Now let's talk about parenting. Parenting is a very powerful concept in Blender. Parenting means that I will make a group of objects will move relative to one object, the parent object. We're going to apply this concept into this drawer. In order to do that, I'm going to hide the frame. Then we go to add empty plane axis. This axis will work as our handler. Now remember to enable edge center snap, so the axis will jump into the center of this edge. Now let's move it to the center of this wall. G to move, Z to move on the Z axis, and that here is perfect. Now in order to apply the parenting on this axis, we should select all these objects, shift left click to select multiple object, and remember to select the last one here and the back, and the last one will be the parent. Will be in different color, as you can see. That will be the active object. Now press Ctrl P, set parent to object, and there we go. Now let's try to move it. Yep, it's working. All these objects will work and move relative to this parent object. We'll rotate this with relative to it, and we'll move relative to it. Let's show the main frame. Now as you can see, it's working perfectly. And that's it for today's video. Today we learn how to use the parenting. in the next one we're going to model the handler. We will use a lot of new tools and concepts. Hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.